right, y'all. So this is something interesting, and we talked a little bit about it on our coffee club this morning. I'm covering the case of Brian Kohberger and the Idaho Four. Idaho Four is Kaylee Gonzalez, Maddie Mogan, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle, which are victims of Brian Kohberger. It is alleged that Brian Kohberger killed the Idaho Four in the early morning hours of November 13th in Moscow, Idaho, on the outskirts of the University of Idaho. On December 30th, Brian Kohberger was apprehended for the crime in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, and we've learned that Brian Kohberger is a PhD student at Wazoo in the criminology field, which caused a lot of concern for many people like me that are following this case and hearing things like lack of DNA and other things of that nature. This is a little interesting fact that I didn't know about whenever I was covering this case. And as a matter of fact, when this event took place, I was in Moscow and still never heard a word. On December 29th, 2022, this is a day before Brian Kohberger was named as a suspect in the crime. And so Olivia and I were actually in Moscow when this report was taking place. So on December 29th, 2022, at approximately 9:03 in the morning, Rodney, I'm not going to say his last name, of the Fugitive Recovery of America in Oklahoma, called to report possible fraud. There was a scam going on. I called Rodney, who said his company was aware of a fraudulent listing, and he looked into it. Rodney said the listing was the first Google result online for a lease at 1122 King Road in Moscow. Rodney said the leasing agent on the listing requested 5 months' rent in US dollars. For a down payment and to provide account and routing number to send the deposit. Rodney said he looked up the number using his investigative tool and it came back to an account in New York. Rodney said he could send the document via text message and provided him with an email address. As of 12/29/1016, he had not yet received the email from Rodney. So guess what? We have this incident caught on camera. Take a look.
Hey, Rodney, it's Officer Warner with Moscow Police Department.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Just reading our dispatch notes. You believe somebody's here in Moscow doing this scam, or is it just because it's tied to the address?
No. It's definitely a scam.
Oh, yeah.
But I do believe that it is someone local because the number they're using is a local number.
Oh, okay.
I did try to run the number in our database. It didn't pull back until it's registered too.
Oh, okay.
Just go get this information. Now, what's odd, though, is they went as far to give a routing number and an account number to a bank to have the money wired over. So that's just all the time.
Were you guys able to look into that?
I did. It does look like it may pull back to like a New York bank, but it didn't give any purpose on who owns that account.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if this is a local person or if this is someone out of state that's trying to use this as to make money off of, but it's wrong.
Absolutely. What's the phone number that you have?
Yes, sir. So the phone number that they are using to talk to us on, which when we heard about this, we reached out to investigators ourselves before even wasting y'all time. And when they gave the account number, that's when we were like, yeah, it's 20870. And you can actually, I don't know what y'all's allowed to do as far as police, but if you have like an investigator just text it and put that address in there and ask is this available for rent, this person will bite it hook, line, and sinker. And he's demanding, he wants the deposit, and then he wants 5 months of rent up front.
Whoa.
Yeah, $6,000 USD is what he says.
USD, okay, that's first indicator that they're not even in the country.
Right, yeah. As soon as we seen that, that's something I thought that's really odd for somebody to put that.
Yeah, so, it goes without saying when you live in Moscow and you're going to college here that you're going to be paid in U.S. currency.
Well, here's but that's the number there. I can give you. Actually, if you got a cell, I can text it to. I can screenshot.
I got an email address if you can forward this info.
That'll work. Let me get to my notes here so I can put that in there.
At
Say that one more time. I'm so sorry.
it's eci.moscow.id.us.
.us. Okay. All right. I will make sure that I screenshot these and get that sent over to you. So
Okay.
you can take a look at it.
With it being with this account being out of state, the best I can do is document this information. I can't investigate crimes that occur outside my jurisdiction.
Right. You know, at first I was going to report it to the FBI, but then I started thinking, well, their tip line is based on, trying to find the suspect of this or any information leading to that.
Yeah, leading to that. This is a little bit different, but it is still something that you may contact the USAG office.
Right.
Okay. Just to let them know about this so they can document it for their internet crimes.
Well, I do appreciate your time taking the call.
Absolutely.
I'm sure everybody across the nation, we're praying for you guys, and
Thank you.
We hope this guy gets picked up, or he or she, whoever it is, gets picked up quick.
Rodney, one of the things I noticed, you didn't give your birth date to the dispatcher, is that right?
Yeah, no, I didn't. She didn't ask.
Oh, okay, what is that? Do you have middle initial?
Lee is L.
Lee. Rodney for your first name?
Oh, yes, that is correct.
Cool, man. You licensed in Oklahoma?
Yeah, well, so we're actually a location service. We assist nationwide.
Oh, okay.
We don't do much cases in Oklahoma. That's just where our headquarters is, but we assist with other states outside.
Oh, okay.
But it's mainly recovery. So as someone, skips bail, the bondsman contacts.
Bail recovery, okay. That's what the fugitive recovery, bail bonds.
Right, but we don't actually do any of the arrest or apprehension. We just assist on locating for the bail bondsman, and then they give that information to their bail recovery agents, and they go out and make.
Oh, okay. What state?
We're just a location service.
Gotcha. What state are you licensed out of? Just so I know I'm talking to a real person.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay.
I'm also licensed in Arizona as well.
For the bond stuff.
Well, see, I don't do any bonds.
I meant for your driver's license.
Oh, driver's license, yes, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, that was the only question.
I thought you were talking about license.
No.
I thought you were talking about license of the company.
At least that way I can run the name for the DMV and verify that you're a real guy.
Did you know that after the murders, this quadruple homicide, there is some animal trying to scam people from 5 months of rent? Mind blown. Some things never seem to amaze me. Let me know your thoughts. This is just a little crazy news. Something that we didn't hear about, something I didn't hear about, and I've had my ear to the ground when it comes to this case here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bullhorn Betty channel, where we are covering the Idaho 4 among many other cases that we have covered. We don't just sit here. We're not YouTubers. We are content creators. That means we actually go out and get the content that we share with you in most cases. God bless you and have a wonderful week.